Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Malik Willis and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you, and I'll tell you, time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stand.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got room. 20, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 42 yards. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's...
Trouble certainly brewing for this defense after that last play, as now they'll need to defend a 1st and goal from the 5. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second and goal, Herbert, the quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? First and 10 in the red zone. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Second down and 3. Right back to the air with Willis. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Malik Willis taking it in from 4 yards out. A red zone situation coming up. We'll see how this defense can respond to an impending first and goal. On first down, it's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? They'll run here with Spiller. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. Kelly will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kelly again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10, ball at the 19. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And they'll set up shop right near midfield. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. It's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Malik Willis and the Seattle Seahawks.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at wheat. A scoreless game here early on, but how much longer will that hold up as we've got action in the red zone on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now Willis on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They go play action with Willis. Steps away. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No score as of yet. Defenses have ruled here into the 2nd quarter. But here's another 3rd down situation to check in on. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the... Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 3, second and a yard. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out. So this offense, they've made their way into the red zone now. They've got it a couple yards inside the 20 at the 18, first and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Willis looks to pass it here. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now
coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Right back to the air again with Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Third down, it's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. So the call there. A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's first and 10 inside the red zone. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? Now Burrow on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. McPherson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, this one's getting good now. 4th quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge 3rd down stop. On 3rd down, Monroe. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down. Well, this one's getting good now. 4th quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge 3rd down stop. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Back to throw. Monroe. And he's got it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. 1st and goal in the red zone. Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Love. This is 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. they'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on second down, Monroe. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Martin's got it complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it's complete to Martin. And he goes out right around the 39. Now remember now, no overtime here in the preseason, so in a tie game, this ought to be a fight to the finish. Looking to throw on second down. Monroe, pass complete, Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than...
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.
today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Malik Willis and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
They'll run for it with Akers. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it. Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, a Nice catch by Cup. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Akers again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? On 3rd down, it's Willis. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. Back to throw, Willis. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around them.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A give for Walker running right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field.
For this offense here, they've got the football inside the red zone. That's the good news, but they're facing a 3rd and 5, so a full 5 yards to go here to see if they can pick it up. Now Willis. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he...
To the air on first down, here's Willis. That's taken in by Henderson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Second down, here's Willis. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Willis from the gun on third down. This is the tight end Fant. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they'll run the jet sweep with Atwell. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Willis. And he spots Henderson open left side. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this 4th quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown ground. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 1st and 10, it's Willis. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. First and 10, Willis. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete downfield to Eskridge. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Stafford. Man open is Robinson. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Willis to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One final try for Willis. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Los Angeles, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.